Okay, what's up everybody? I am celebrating the 25-year anniversary of the Super Nintendo by streaming myself playing some games. I don't know if the stream is working yet, so we're going to find out in just a second. Let's see here. Yes, I think it is. Okay, cool. Let me see here. I'm starting off with Yoshi's Island. I think I'm the only one watching the stream right now. Is it working? Yes. Okay, that's all working. I've got the chat up right here on my cell phone. Let us play. Okay, I'm playing on an emulator, by the way, which I could play on the actual console, but this looks a lot better. Those pixels are really sharp. I'm fast-forwarding through the game right now. I'm also playing this on an Xbox One controller, which is a very strange thing to think about. To think that a console from years later, you would use that controller to play this game of all games. Oh, you know, I don't know if I have the proper settings for this setup. That's okay. I'm gonna keep playing. This is mostly just a test stream, like all of my streaming. I don't think I'll ever actually get it set up. It's one of my favorite games of all time, actually. I'm not a professional at it. I'm not like a... Shout out, please. Jesus Pablo, hello. You know what, Jesus Pablo, I need to ask you a question. Why do you want a shout out? Everybody always wants shout outs, but like whenever I watch other people's YouTube channels, it's like the last thing that I care about. I'm sure there's a good reason, so please enlighten me. Oh man, I need to fix these settings. Okay, I'm gonna fix these real quick. Where is that at again? There's something like, God, what is it called? It has something to do with the VSync that you have to turn on. Sorry, I know this is just riveting, but I have to figure this out. What was it called? It's like, dang it, I'm really sorry. I just started this freaking stream. Now I gotta figure it out. Oh, what is it? What is it? Bum, 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 bum. Ah, Jesus Pablo, you have been noticed. I am witnessing you, a la Mad Max. I'm also struggling to find the... Okay, never mind, I'm just going back to the game. There's some setting that makes the game run a lot better for emulators, but I can't remember what it is. Crap. As you can hear, this is the one fatal flaw of this game, is that the baby crying is literally the worst sound in the world. Wow, these graphics, man. Still to this day, some of the best graphics ever made. Oops. Okay, I missed it. There he is. So, in this game, the objective is to get, let's see, 30 stars, 20 coins, and 5 flowers. So those are red coins, not just the regular coins. What's up, Johnny Graves? How are you doing tonight? Or, if it's not nighttime wherever you are, how are you doing afternoon, morning, other possible time of day? This is Yoshi's Island, Super Mario World 2. And for those of you who are just joining, I don't think I said it actually either way. But today is supposedly the Super Nintendo's 25-year anniversary. I think there's actually some contention on what the actual date was. But it was around now. So like this week at least is the 25th anniversary of the Super Nintendo. I did not get a Super Nintendo on launch day. That was slightly before I was even aware that video games and consoles and stuff had launch days. But the first time I played this system was at my cousin, you guys know Brian and Andrew. It's at Brian and Andrew's house. And our other cousin, or three of our other cousins, Joe, James, and Chiwei, they had the system and they brought it over. And I remember seeing F-Zero in the commercials, in Super Mario World and commercials. It just blew my mind. Okay. Jason Likens, what's up? Ryan Villarreal says someone's own name is their favorite thing to hear. There's probably some psychology to it. Yeah, you know, that's true. I do like hearing my own name. What's up, Mr. Nick, 7421? Okay. What was I saying? Oh, yeah. So they had the system, and they brought it over to Brian and Andrew's house, and we were playing it. And I remember one morning, I was so excited to play it, but none of the guys who owned the system were up yet. And I couldn't figure out how to turn it on. In fact, I want to show you what I was talking about. So, one second. You see how it's got these purple things? He was like, oh, just, yeah, do the purple thing. And I was like, I don't know what to do with these. You're supposed to slide this up. But I kept trying to like press it. I couldn't understand that it was sliding. And then when he showed me, I obviously got it. But it's kind of a strange design decision, actually, I think. Okay, what was I doing? Oh, I was playing the game, of course. Of course, that's what I was doing. Yeah. But yeah, this is one of my favorite games of all time. I'm not sure if I've said it in the vlog before, but I played this game every single day in physics class of my last year of high school. It was literally all I did. I played the Game Boy Advance version, and I'd put my backpack on the desk, and then I would play Game Boy. And eventually the teacher, he just stopped caring. Like every now and then he would come up to us and be like, what are you guys doing? And we'd have to quickly hide the Game Boys. Oh, I guess I should mention that the two people next to me, one of them was playing on the calculator and the other one was playing on... Actually, I think they were both playing on calculators. But I had the Game Boy. So all three of us in a row were just playing games instead of doing what we were supposed to be doing. But I think he eventually stopped caring because we weren't disrupting the class. And we clearly did not care about the class because it was our last year of school. So I think he gave us a break. It was funny though because he was very... Okay, so I need 2 more red coins. He was very... Oh, there they are. Our teacher was like very into physics. And like, usually when a teacher is that enthusiastic, I'm willing to learn. But for whatever reason, like, even when I tried to learn what he was teaching, I didn't understand any of it. So it just kind of ended up being like a useless class. I got a C in it though. It was not bad. Errol Wilson, what's up? Why did I decide to play this game? Because this is one of my favorites of all time. In fact, I would consider this one of the few games that I would call a perfect game. Which is funny, because some people, they're not on that train. Like Jeff Gerstmann from Giant Bomb, he doesn't like this game, and like I usually trust his opinion on a lot of games, but... Actually, well, I mean, I trust his opinion, but I kind of know his tastes, and they're very different from mine. But, man, I love this game. The music's kind of syrupy sweet, but man, it's like so catchy. And like every stage has such good new mechanics. Like this stage you got, oh crap. You've got those things almost killing you every time. But they introduce new mechanics as you go, and it's all very entertaining. Good boss fights, too. TI-83 calculator games. You know what my favorite one was? It was the snake game, where instead of just going in 90-degree angles, it was like the snake could move around very smoothly, and it got faster and faster, and the little balls got smaller. That was a great game. Sir Dan, it is great to be back home. Jesus Pablo, don't drink too much, man. Actually, I've, like, the entire time I was in New York, I had like 1 or 2 beers every night. And part of it was just, it was so hot the entire time we were there, or the entire time I was there, I should say, that just every day we would walk by the bodegas as we were going home, and it just sounded so good to get like one of their ice cold beers, so I couldn't resist. Just funny, because I've probably drinking more, drinking, or is it drank? Drank? I've drank more beer in the past year than I have like in my entire life. And I don't know why, just for whatever reason I developed a taste for it. It might be because I eliminated sugar, so now my body's like looking for other things to replace it with. I'm also, I mentioned it earlier, but I'm playing on an emulator. And I have the right stick, I think up is save and down is load. Let me make sure. Yeah, okay, up is save, down is load. So that's what happened just a second ago. Jesus Pablo, I don't know what on earth you're talking about. Are you like singing a song or something? Brian, B. Miggs. What's up, brother? Congratulations on finishing the Appalachian Trail. For those of you in the stream, in the chat, Brian Miggs, so B. Miggs 4, I'm not sure if his last name's Miggs, but B. Miggs 4, he did the entire Appalachian Trail, and he finished it like a month ago. Okay, so yeah, Jesus Pablo is singing a song. I was like, I don't know what you're talking about, but I never played Drug Wars, but I had a lot of friends who did. Is that similar to Mafia Wars, like one of those early Facebook games? That was a Facebook game, right? So it was like, from what I remember, it was like an RPG or something, like a crude RPG. Dun, dun. Like, I mean, this is not the type of music that you would just be like, yo, I'm gonna listen to some Yoshi's Island Day. But it's so, like, I don't know what the word is. It's not so much that it's just catchy, but it's, like, very fitting. Okay, so here's what I was talking about earlier. There's all these different gameplay mechanics. So right here you've got the helicopter. And it's like, one of the things you don't really think about with games is like, everything has to be programmed. So just like the feel of the helicopter itself, how like holding the button, no, not yet. And how much momentum and acceleration it has, that all has to be very carefully programmed. And they just do such like a perfect job at it. Okay, so I have to go through this part a couple of times to get everything. You're watching this in school. This is very meta then, because I used to play this game in school, and now somebody else is watching me play it in school. So in a sense, I'm still playing this in school. Yeah, man, hiking the Appalachian Trail, I don't know, man. That is super impressive. I would love to do it. Let me preface that. I would love to do it. Just the thing I've always said is I don't know what I would do about food. Although I imagine it's not as hard as I'm making it out to be, because there's lots of stops that you can go to on the way. and just cram your mouth full of pizza and everything. Okay, I think that is everything. Let's see here. Looks like my brother has just joined the stream, and his kid is watching as well. Oh, you know, speaking of which, I was thinking I should set up your computer to have all the emulators on it, so if you ever wanted to play these games with your kids, you could. Oh, crap. Missed that. Alright, we gotta go back. We gotta go back to the island. I'm not sure I can, actually. Let's get this secret one right here. Text-based RPG. Okay, yeah, I thought it was. When is my next live stream? I don't know. I don't have a schedule yet. But the current one is ongoing. Just FYI. Assume you know that. Okay, I can't go back. Good. So this is a much more methodical platformer than a lot of the other ones. Like, you know, a lot of times in Mario games you can just rush through to the end of the level. This is one where you have to actually, like, stop, slow down, collect everything. And I think that's what turns a lot of people off, is they're kind of, they're kind of looking for a much faster pace, like, you know, like when you play Mario World, you can really blaze through those levels. And collecting things doesn't matter at all. But this game is a lot more about getting all the items, doing all that stuff. Okay, I gotta go up. Got it. Okay. The 100-mile wilderness is the only place that can be hard with food. Hiker78. Oh, Hiker78, I saw your comments. I can't remember, was it on the vlog? I think it was on the vlog. But you were asking, or you were saying that you were having a really difficult time talking in public in the city. And I'm with you. It was like the whole time I was in New York, there's just so many people. Especially like when I have real thoughts, like actual, not just telling you what I'm doing, but like I'm telling you what I'm thinking about things. It's really hard because it feels like you're talking to somebody, but you're just looking at a camera and you've got all these people walking by, and whenever somebody walks by, it feels like they're listening to what you're saying, and whether they are or not, it's just, it interrupts the flow of what you're saying and trying to get out of your mind. So as far as tips for that, I think the only real solution, because I don't really feel like it's that comfortable to just ignore them. I feel like the solution is to find a place that's quiet and secluded where you can talk if you've got actual thoughts and feelings about things. If you're just saying where you're going, then yeah, just point the camera at yourself and don't worry about what anybody's saying or anybody's doing or anybody walking by. Just ignore them. But if it's something a little bit deeper, then yeah, that's kind of how I dealt with it while I was in New York, is I just tried to find a place that was quiet and secluded, which is a tall order in New York City. Brian, that is hilarious. Thank you for the offer for help. I will gladly take you up on that if I ever do the Appalachian Trail. There are ladies that will resupply you for $50. That's awesome. What's my favorite thing to do in my free time? Make videos. Which is what I do for work and free time, but I think that's the answer, actually, is I like to... Oh, actually, you know what? If we're not talking about videos, my favorite thing to do in my free time is to organize my stuff. I'm not even joking. I love organizing things. Oh! So my brother just said that he remembers going to Sears and playing the demo SNES before we got it. I definitely remember that. Do you remember that time we went to, it was one of those department stores in the mall, and they had F-Zero playing, and then we asked if we could play it, and they said no because somebody else had played it and like threw the controller down and like broke the controller on the glass or something. Very vivid. I have a very vivid memory of that happening. Man, the Super Nintendo though, this is like by far and away my favorite system. Like the only one that comes close is the Game Boy Advance, and that's because it's basically a portable Super Nintendo. A lot of these games were ported to the Game Boy Advance, including this one. Oh crap. I will say, I don't remember the day we actually got the Super Nintendo. Sanjan, do you remember that? Because I remember the day we got the Nintendo. My dad walked in with we got the set that had the zapper and the track and field mat, which I don't know where our track and field mat is now. Maybe it's in my closet at Dad's house, but I remember him walking in, and this is the first time I ever heard this phrase. My brother said, "Oh, you shouldn't have." And then my dad was like, "Okay, then I'll return it." But I was like, no, what are you talking about? Don't return it. I was like, this is great. I was like, Sanjay, why would you say such a thing? And that was my introduction to that phrase. Okay. Wario Land 3. You know, I've actually never played any of the Wario games. I very briefly played Wario Land 4, which was for the Game Boy Advance. But these, actually, you know what? I think Yoshi's Island is a lot more similar to Wario Land than Wario is to Mario. Wario is hard to say. Just because they're both more methodical and have a lot more puzzle elements. This game doesn't have puzzle elements really, but they are both, I think they both have like a slower tempo. Well, I mean, I know this has a slower tempo. I think Wario Land does too. This song though, I will say this is one of the best songs ever created. Like, this is the type of song that I would actually listen to, not just in the context of the game. It's got that build-up. The build-up like this is my favorite thing in any music. Yeah, it didn't really go anywhere, but it does have that nice build-up there. Okay, Antero X1234 says that Wario Land is about finding everything in the maps. Yeah, so in that sense it is very similar to this game. Although in this game there's not that much to collect. There's, as I said earlier, 30 stars, 20 coins, 5 flowers. Now if you guys haven't, you should definitely watch some speedrunners of this game. Like, the stuff they do, like, especially if you've played the game, is magical. It's like watching an athlete do really amazing things, only it's for a game. Which I would be okay if speedrunning was, actually, you know what, the Olympics is kind of like, the more I read about the Olympics, I love the Olympics. But the more I read about the Olympics and like how much money it costs the countries and how worse off the countries are after they have the Olympics, just the more it's like, man, why does everything that I like have to suck? Like, why does it have to have such a dark side? Like, even what I'm doing right now, like, think about how much electricity I'm using. I mean, think about how much electricity the servers are. Okay, well, let's not go down that path right now. We don't need to talk about all these horrible things about the world. So here's another gameplay element. You've got these keys right here that you use to open up these secret doors. And I think it's just a mini game inside the doors, but I can't remember. Super Scope 6. I don't remember that specifically having amazing music, but I tried to load up Yoshi Safari the other day, and it wasn't working, so I think I need to find a way to like clean the cart or something. As a child, so SB Pro says, as a child I had to give a watch I got for my birthday, so a friend passed me his Game Boy for a weekend. Johnny Graves, starting school this Monday. Yeah, this Monday. Sorry, man. My last year of college, I vowed never to do school again. In the traditional sense. Like, I love learning. But any learning I'm going to do, I'm going to be on my own. Just know that I've gone through... How many years of school is that? 12? 12 years for 1 through 12. And then 4 years for college. 16 years. So I did the 16 years of prison. I'm with you. When you get out, it'll be such a great feeling. And you never have to go again. I mean, I would rather... No, I guess that's not true. I would rather go to school. I was going to say I would rather, like, clean toilets than go to school, but that's probably not true. See you, Sunjan. Good night. Oh, and thank you to Anthony Myers for these peanuts. He sent us a bunch of, oh, that's the wrong button. He sent us a bunch of snacks for our trip to Algonquin that we're taking in about 2 weeks. It's a fairly hefty drive, so... So Mike Morton says, one day school will be done and you will miss it. Some people miss school, and I lost apparently. Some people miss school, and I totally get it if you do. I have not missed school for a single second. So, your mileage may vary. I'm using the Xbox One controller. I'm using a wireless adapter to my computer. And this is actually probably my favorite controller of all time. I said earlier in the stream, but I'm not sure if you were here for that, but it feels a little bit weird to play this game with this controller. I mean, the actual controller feels really good, but just in a kind of... What type of sense? Not philosophical. Well, like, let's just say philosophical, because I can't think of the word. But in a philosophical sense, it's kind of weird, because... I'm playing a 20-year-old game, 21-year-old game, on a 25-year-old system with a controller that came out. You know what I'm trying to say. It's just kind of weird. Plus, I'm playing on my computer, not even on the original system. Wow, I've spent a long time on this level. Been doing too much yammering. Oh, Mike Morton, that's great, man. We're gonna go on Labor Day weekend, and we're gonna be canoeing. So I don't know if you're canoeing or not, but hopefully we see you. Be on the lookout for us. You know what we look like. Jesus Pablo says, where can we send you stuff? We were actually thinking about getting a P.O. box set up. But if you want to send me stuff, just send me a message on Facebook. I'll give you my address. But you don't have to send me stuff. In general, I like to get rid of stuff. I don't like to accumulate stuff. Let's do a quick poll. How many of you have played this game before? I'm sure many of you have played the Super Nintendo before, but I'm curious how many people have actually played this game and like it as much as I do. Ah, crap. We'll make some aches. Am I excited about the NES that is coming out in November? I am quite excited, and I will definitely get it. But the NES actually is not one of my favorite systems. It sounds weird because I definitely grew up with the NES. Like, the first Zelda was... I played that game to death. I don't know if I ever beat it as a kid, but I beat it later as an adult. Oh, crap. But man, we played the first Mario game all the time. what else did we play? Little Nemo, The Dream Master, Chippendale, DuckTales, the Turtles games. Oh, actually, you know what? See, maybe it was just I was just kind of too young, so I didn't have like the Super Nintendo was in that sweet spot to where it was like I was old enough to like start to have more clear memories, and it became a much more nostalgic system because of that, I think. But also the games were just slightly more sophisticated to where, I don't know, just Nintendo games are sometimes a little bit too simplistic for me. I still need 3 stars. Okay, I feel like this might be the end of the level. It is, okay. Okay, so here's what we can do. We can make some eggs that will give us stars. Well, we can try to. Crap. So those red eggs, like if you bounce these eggs, then you can turn them into red eggs. And then if you hit the red egg with something, it'll give you 2 stars. But you have to like use your tongue. There we go. How many do I need? 3, okay. Ah, crap. Well, let me just get this real quick. Oops. See there, I got those 2 stars. Let me make some more eggs. Make another red egg. Okay, let me attempt, there we go. Ah, Jesus. Okay, hold on. Sorry. I got this. Got this under control, guys. Don't worry. There we go. Okay. Now we can go. Okay, that's last star, and then, oh, Jeebus. That should be the end of the level, yes. Okay. Cool, let's see. High school. Wait a minute. How do you learn how to camp like a boss? I don't know. I don't really camp like a boss. I camp like an idiot lots of times. I think just experience. When it comes to anything, doing anything like a boss, that's my #1 advice is practice. You know, people always try to like talk you out of doing things because you're not good at it. It's like, well, how am I supposed to be good at it if I've never done it before? Okay, Jason has played Yoshi's Island. Jonathan Hamilton says TMNT 2 arcade was awesome. Totally agree with you. That was a great game. Was school hard growing up? No. I didn't like it at all, but it wasn't hard per se. I got good grades. I got like straight A's for a long time, and then last year of high school, I don't even know what my GPA was, but it was, I think I got 1 C. The rest were A's and B's, but and then in college, I just didn't care at all. The problem with college was that I didn't understand that, like, I mean, I guess I did understand, but I didn't really understand that it was optional to be there. Like, I was still treating it like high school where you have to go, and I wasn't thinking about the fact that it was totally oh, shoot. It was totally optional for me to be there. So doing things like skipping classes made no sense, and taking classes I didn't like made even less sense. But those were both things that I did. Plus, I didn't have a really clear idea of what I wanted to do as a major, and I was even more socially awkward than I am now. It's like I didn't have that many friends in college, so I didn't have the typical college experience. I went to like a few parties, and I had no idea what I was doing there. Like, if I redid college now, the classes would be, like, completely secondary. It would just be for the social experience. But I was like, I never got over that hump of just, like... Hold on. I gotta kill this guy real quick. I never got over that hump of, just not worrying about... Because, like, you know, in before college, a lot of people are, like, not very nice. And so you do something, and then they make fun of you for it. And then that kind of instructs how you're going to behave around other people in school. And I never got over the fact that in college it's not like that. People are relatively normal. They're not everybody's a D-bag. And I just never, I never was myself, which is like a revolving theme in my life. It's like trying to be myself in all situations is like my number 1 goal. But it's turned out okay. So that's the good news. Okay, what are people saying? And why on earth did I say, oh, because he asked how was school hard growing up. Any thoughts on the new Nintendo console? Where is your favorite place to backpack in camp? And the new PS4, Xbox One updates, Neo, whatever. Okay, so first of all, let's start with the NX console. If they do a handheld home console hybrid, I will be so happy. Like, that's what I want from Nintendo. I want a system that I can play all of their games anywhere with great quality. So if they have a screen that's really nice, like the Vita screen, I don't know if you guys have played a PlayStation Vita. I think like 10 people in the world own that system. If they make a system with a screen that nice, I will be very happy. Oh, I didn't realize that other stuff could be down here. I thought it was only... But the idea of modular controllers is also pretty cool. So the current rumor is that the system is basically a screen that you can bring home and dock and then play it on your TV. And then it also has little controller adapters that you can plug into the side of it so you can go take it handheld. But just on another level, it'd be nice because then you don't have to... Well, I mean, just like the 3DS is Nintendo's most popular system right now. So it kind of covers all of their bases and just lets them put all of their energy into one console. Instead of... Because, like, lots of times you don't get that many games for the 3DS, or you get... God, sometimes it's kind of hard to talk and play at the same time. It makes it so that their developers can just work on one system. So instead of just splitting the workforce, the developers at Nintendo, splitting some into 3DS teams, some into Wii U teams, you can have all of them working on one system. I think that would be fantastic. So the NX, what the rumors are right now, I hope those rumors come true. Okay, so PS4, Xbox, or PS4 Neo, Xbox Scorpio, all that stuff. I am okay with them doing the iPhone model for their systems. I mean, it'd be kind of nice, actually, because you don't have to worry, you don't have to wait so long for, like, the next big thing. Like, these long console cycles, you just end up, like at the end of the... I remember specifically at the end of the Nintendo 64's life cycle, I was just so ready for a system that had good graphics. And, like, we're not at that point yet right now with the PS4 and Xbox One, but that'll surely come around sooner than later. So an upgraded system, I think it's a good idea. A lot of people were like, I don't know if you guys listen to any podcasts, but Colin Moriarty from the Greg Miller and his podcast, like, he was immediately when it was announced, he just said it was a terrible idea, and I was like, I don't understand why that's a terrible idea. I actually think it's a great idea to release incremental upgrades to a system. Okay, one second. Do I have Snapchat or Instagram? I do have Snapchat. Okay, my camera is reconnected. Let me see if you guys can see me. Can you see me now? The batteries ran out. Scrambled. Oh, welcome, brother. Trying to pick all the almonds out of here because I think that's the only thing that's not covered in sugar. But I think I've gotten all of them at this point. Dang it. There's got to be. Oh, there's one. I know this is making for some riveting watching. Meat hunting for almonds in this can of nuts. That's what the internet's for, though, these days, is watching people eat. I don't know if you guys have heard about this mukbang phenomenon, but it's Korean people eating. And I think the word means like eating beautifully. I'm not sure. Did I get that right? Let's turn that just a little bit more. Okay. Mike, thank you for the offer. We're actually staying with the Devil's Bench guys. They live in Brantford. I think one of them, Wyatt, is going to have a bunch of fresh pork. He got like a half of a pig or something. Come on. Ah. Come on. Ooh, that was a close one. So here's another example of a new gameplay mechanic, is a scrolling level, auto-scrolling level. I think most people don't like these type of levels. I am not a fan of these. I gotta get that. There we go. Save real quick. Mukbangs make like 9,000 a month. Yeah, YouTube, you can make a lot of money. Or, I don't know what they use. They use something else. Use some streaming site, but hey man, if people are willing to watch it, I guess that's cool. And it's like trying to justify everything. It's like it gets exhausting at a certain point. And looking for justice in the world, especially in the world of entertainment, is impossible. Like, if we're talking about work ratio to how much you get paid, like, it doesn't always correlate. Sometimes it does, though, for sure. I'm of the belief that, I mean, this is just my personal belief, but I think that if you're willing to work it hard enough at something for long enough, it's inevitable that you'll eventually succeed at it. But I mean, that might just be me hoping that that's true. Ah, dang it. Sorry, I used the save state. But I don't think the opposite is true, which is that if you do something stupid for long enough, that eventually it'll just hit it big because somebody will think that your stupid thing is good. But it's certainly a possibility. But who would have thought, man, that the internet would be used for watching people eat? And not only that, but you could make money off of it. Like that, the internet has allowed for people's passions to truly be their career. Like, look at game analysis YouTube channels. They talk about video games or play video games, and that is their living. And I'm not even trying to begrudge it at all. I think that's awesome. Like, I love stuff like that. Like, what's a channel that I really like about games? Like Game Theory. Like, he's the actual personality, Matt Pat. He's kind of off-putting to a lot of people. But just the fact that he's talking about games is... oh, no. Like, Happy Console Gamer. This dude is literally just sitting at a desk talking about games, kind of like what I'm doing right now, only more focused about, like, a certain game or a certain topic. And that's his living. Like, he does... that. YouTube has allowed him to take his passion, and man, that dude is passionate about video games. There is no doubt about that. And turn that into a job. Oh, I got everything, good. That is a beautiful thing. I find that to be a very beautiful thing, anyway. Okay. Okay. Is that where that video of the large man giddily eating his meal arose from, the mukbang thing? I don't know. I'm not sure what you're talking about. Patrick Kawa, hello. My Snapchat is Robbie Lives, all one word. I don't even have Snapchat installed on my phone on my phone anymore though, so you don't need to I wouldn't expect me to upload anything. Oh, and what's up, Mike Trong? Commitment and dedication, I think you're right. I started watching you on AA and now I'm watching this. Do you find this weird at all? Yeah, this is weird. I think it's like the internet is the weirdest thing ever. The internet is weird because what it does is it is the most roundabout way to do what we would all do if we didn't have the internet, which is sit around and talk to each other. Like right now, that's basically what we're doing. We're sitting around playing a video game, talking to each other. It's a little different because it's one person talking to a lot of people, and then I have to read your comments and talk back. But still, that's really weird that we built the internet and all these things when we could have just done this in person if we actually lived in communities where we knew each other. Which a lot of people do, don't get me wrong. I do too. But not as much as I'd like. And Jesus Pablo, yes, I believe that's what my username is. I'm not sure. Okay, so far 5 levels down, 100% on every level. Doing good. Doing great. It's gonna be great. Really great. Totally great. I think I'll finish this level and then I'm gonna switch to a different game. There are mini games for the Super Nintendo that I like quite a bit. Yes. Mike said that the internet allows the world on your doorstep, basically. That's true. The internet is really cool, man. Why on earth? What is this? Oh, it's just introducing you to those. Okay. Let's see. I think these flashing eggs give you a red coin. We will see in a second. So this song, I'm not sure what this song is actually called, but there is a great, great remix of this song on the site OC Remix. And it's by a guy named Mike Vaffy. And his username is like McVaffy. But the song is called Crystalline Caverns. And it is an excellent, excellent song. Do you know that song specifically refers to a piece of music that has lyrics and somebody singing? But there's no good word for a piece of music, like besides piece of music, that doesn't have words, so I always just say song. But some people like to get really pedantic about that type of thing. And it's gotta have words, man. I'm like, did you know what I meant? Yes, you did. I'm not missing anything in this area. I feel like it's awfully dark. Does this look awfully dark? Is that camera in front of me? Ooh. Ooh. Okay, good. Ah, it's called triple buffering. I don't know if you guys were here earlier, but I was trying to remember what the setting was that I need to change. And it's called triple buffering. I still can't find it though. I will do that for the next time. Oh yeah, you guys can hear the crickets? Yeah, they sound great. You guys hear that though? No cars honking. Oh man, it's so great. Just the sounds of eggs being thrown. Warp pipes being activated. Yoshi's being Yoshi. Molemen going through things. Mike, if I have Tetris Attack on my emulator, I will. I think I do, actually. Actually, the next game I was going to play was Cybernator. Love that game. But if I have Tetris Attack, I'll play that instead. Any video game albums I should check out that you would highly suggest? Do you want to know one that is... Oh, crap. Can I come back in here? Oh, is that it? Well, this might not be 100% level. Oh, that cry. So video game album, it depends on if you want something that is from the original game or if it's something that can be remixes. So if it's remixes, check out the album Cafe SQ. So it's like the word cafe and then one word SQ. And that has great remixes. And if you want just like the original soundtrack, I would start with Chrono Trigger. Chrono Trigger has like the best music ever. It's very timeless music. And a lot of really great themes. Look up Robo's theme. It sounds just like Rick Astley's Never Gonna Give You Up. Speaking of which, where did the term Rickroll come from? Like, I know Rick is Rick Astley, but where's the roll coming from? And remember when Rickrolling was a thing? How much fun that was? Like, even to get Rickrolled was so good. Nobody Rickrolls anymore. Probably a good thing, though. Oh, I missed one red coin. Unbelievable. Skate or Die. You know, I think I played Skate or Die before. I don't remember specifically. I know the game you're talking about, though. Okay, so that's Yoshi's Island. Let's see what else we can get here. Let's see if I got Tetris Attack, right? Yes, I have it. Okay, here we go. See if it loads up. Just seeing if it's going to show up on the stream. Because it's... Oh, there it goes. Okay, good. Oh, this was made by Intelligent Systems? That's cool. Intelligent Systems developed the Fire Emblem series and the Advance Wars series. Shall we start at level 1? Yeah, let's do normal level 1. Start with Yoshi's stage. Am I on the screen? Okay, so this is like the proto... What's that game called? Bejeweled. The proto Bejeweled. Is there a way to make it speed up? Oh, R, okay. And there's like ways to do like really good combos and stuff, but I only rented this game as a kid, so I don't know too much about it. Oops, not what I meant to do. This looks a lot like Meteos, actually. Old DS game. Which Meteos, man, that game. If I played that game right now, the first thing that I would think of is when I did an internship in Chicago for the summer. And I played that game a bunch while I was there. It would immediately remind me of that. See, I think this is a great game, but I never really understood how you could get good enough to do combos. In fact, let's check the chat and see if somebody has any ideas here. Alright, see you, Mike. I spent my entire high school career trying to make sense of things through hours on end with this game. That's funny, man. How's my cat doing? I have not seen him in a very long time. And I asked my mom, is he even still alive? And apparently he hangs out at the neighbor's place because there's actually kids there and they play with him. So I assume he's doing okay, but I actually don't know. It's like kind of cruel, you know? Like, my neighbors bought that cat for us and then said, you can't keep him indoors. So when we first got him, like, he really wanted to come inside and we had to be like, no. And he would just like wait on the windowsill and then he would sleep on the couch all day. Or he would sleep on the little chairs outside all day. And then now he's just gone and I miss him. It's like, I developed this connection with this cat that I didn't even know I was gonna have. And then now he's gone. So, oh well. It's kind of, maybe that's a good life lesson or something. But it's great when he comes back. I don't know, I travel so much, that's why I've never had a pet. No, that's not why I've never had a pet, that's why I currently don't have a pet. Never had a pet before because my dad didn't want us to have one. He does not like animals at all. Which is weird. Sometimes I'm like, I don't understand how me and my dad can be, how I can be from my dad. Like sometimes, like lots of times it's very obvious and like we share a lot of similar interests, but other times I'm like, Dad, how are you the same? How did you create me? I don't understand. I mean, obviously it's probably my mom, but... This is a very relaxing game, Mike. I can see how you could play this for hours on end. Oops. Yeah, this song is so great, man. This is not from Yoshi's Island, is it? This part. No, right here. Coming up. I don't know, like, I'm pretty good at music, like, as far as performing it. And I'm able to compose music, more or less, but it's always by accident. Like, I have terrible pitch, and I never really understand what it is that I'm doing. I just kind of fumble my way through until something happens. Oh, crap. We're gonna make a huge star here. Yeah. Whoa, got the hearts too. I'm getting super engrossed in this game. Oh, it's starting to speed up, man. It's getting dangerous. Ah, crap. What am I doing? Okay. Wow, this is, yeah, it's definitely getting faster. Uh-oh. I feel like I gotta start upping my game really quick. Or this could be ending soon. start playing better. Okay, yeah, there we go. Ah, I should have made a 4 out of that. I'm resisting the urge right now to sing along to this song. Because I know it entertains me. Sometimes it just doesn't play as well through a microphone. Wow, I'm really bad at this. Why did I just do that? What an idiot. What a fool I am. Oh, crap. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, son. Oh, yeah. Come on, son. Now we're rolling. Okay, I'll pause for a second. Let's see what people are saying. See you later, Sir Dan. Have a good night, day, whatever, wherever you're at. Yes, I agree. It is very sad about my cat. Do I have any thoughts on Terre Haute, Indiana? No. I know that lots of people call it Terrible Haute, Indiana. But I think that's people who either went to school there or lived there. But I don't think I've ever actually been. I've only driven through. I mean, personally, the way I feel about most places is that it's not so much about the place, it's more about the people, which is weird for me to say because I just got done trashing NYC. But the difference is that most places are not New York City, because New York City is just so crowded. I just have a really tough time dealing with it. Like, even Chicago is fine. I've lived in Chicago. I lived in Chicago once, and I've been there many times. Whoa, look at the size of that bug. There's some type of huge, like, stick walker or something out there. I gotta take a picture of that later. But, like, when people complain that where they're at is boring, I'm like, man, you've either got to make a change or you got to start finding ways to entertain yourself. Because I think a lot of people would find where I live to be extremely boring. But for me, it's like the things I like to do, I kind of need a place that's a little boring so that I actually have the peace and quiet to do what I want to do, which is mostly make videos and travel. It's like it's nice to have a home base like Indiana, where when you come back, it's nice and quiet, but you can always go travel where it's rambunctious, so to speak. Crap, I just realized that. What time is it right now? Oh, it's only like 10 o'clock. Okay, I was gonna say, I just realized playing this game close to late at night, it's not the best idea because when I go to sleep, all I'll be able to see is the puzzle blocks falling. It's happened many times with Tetris. Okay, let's see here. It went from relaxing. Oh, I gotta hold on. Yeah, I gotta focus here. Uh-oh. Well, I just beasted that. That's pretty good. What was I talking about? Talking about cities or something? Oh yeah, I was talking about Terre Haute. I will talk about Evansville, Indiana. Let's talk about Evansville for a second. Evansville is the strangest place on the world because you can find any type of person, any socioeconomic class of person in the same city, and like everybody seems to know each other. It's just such a strange place. Like I can't really describe it, but a lot of my cousins live there. And actually, I went there for the vlog. You guys can see it a little bit. But it's like such a southern Indiana type of thing. Like we started a fire with gasoline in somebody's random yard, and it's a great place though. And actually, I think it's like one of the, maybe the second biggest city in Indiana. I don't know, Indiana's a weird place. Are you guys seeing any matches? Okay, here we go. I'm in trouble. Oh, here we go. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. Uh-oh. 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 Guys, we're in trouble. Oh! I need it to stop. Whew! Oh, crap. Ah, shoot. Oh, no. Whew, that got hard really quickly. Okay, greetings from Schlarg. Oh, hello, Schlarg. Schlarg noise. Try again. No. Okay, have you ever played Pac-Man 2, the adventure game? I haven't. Is that on Super Nintendo? Last Action Hero, True Lives. Search Rivals might be my fave NES game. I've never played that. Oh, Arch Rivals. Wait, have I don't think I've ever heard of that. Let's look that up real quick. Arch Rivals. Arch Rivals NES. Oh, that was that basketball game. Okay, I remember seeing that. Advertised, but no, I never played that. Okay, let's see what I have here. Oh, dude, you know what I haven't played in a long time? Let's see if this loads up. Is it loading? Yes, okay, this is Super Tennis. This game... How should we be? Oh, there's a Rob. We'll be Rob. Oh, I remember being like, well, Rob doesn't look anything like me. Okay, let's pick Aaron. I know an Aaron. This is one of those games that we tried to... Clay. Lawn. Let's do lawn. This is one of those games that we used to joke with our parents that like, oh yeah, you guys would like to play this game. You should buy this for us. I actually have this game still. But man, it is so much fun. What? Who developed this? I missed it at the beginning. Ooh, that was bad. I'm getting my butt whooped. Okay, here we go. Oh yeah. Okay, so what does A do? That's what I've been pressing. B does something else. Oh, B must be the regular hit. Ah! Hit that one too hard. Dang it. My serve is just too strong. So I have a funny story about tennis. I had a friend named Reed McNeil. God, I haven't thought about Reed McNeil in a long time. Anyways, we were good friends in elementary school, and a little bit, gradually in middle school and high school, we became less and less friends. And we were actually roommates second year of college, but we never saw each other, and we weren't really friends anymore after that. Not because we didn't like each other, it's just like, we weren't friends anymore. It's weird. But he played on the tennis team, and I used to be like, dude, I can beat you in tennis, even though I can't play at all, with sheer athleticism. So he was like, no, you couldn't. So finally we played each other, and I was objectively much more athletic than him, but just if you play with somebody who actually knows how to play tennis, I couldn't even return his serves. Like, I couldn't even get to them, let alone hit them. So he beat me very handily. But I've been known to make really inflammatory statements like that before, so. About sports in particular. I won't tell you the other things I've said, because they're too ridiculous. They were also wrong. Pac-Man 2 for the Sega Gen. Yeah, I didn't have a Sega Genesis growing up, so I would have never played that. Although my friends did. Reed McNeil was one of the ones who had a Sega Genesis, actually. He brought over the Aladdin game one time. We played that like an entire birthday party one time. He had, I convinced him to get Sonic Pinball. That was a mistake. What? That was out, first of all. Second of all, I hit that. Oh, yeah, sucker. Well, I'm hoping. Oh. I'm netting. There we go. Oh, dang it! Okay, here we go. Alright, good serve, Rob. So you gotta play the net on... Well, I don't remember the computer being this hard. Change court. Okay, here we go. Wait, did she already won 3 sets? Or games or what do you... I always get confused on game, match, and set. And rally. I think I know what rally is. Like, this is a rally. Or is rally just specifically referring to hitting it back and forth? I don't know. It's a really nice, satisfying tennis ball sound, though. I just realized this game is a predecessor to Wii Sports. It's actually my favorite tennis game ever made, I think. I've ironically played quite a few tennis games because my parents used to play tennis. Oh, I won one. So this game and Yvonne Lindell and... God, what was the other name? Something Everett. They had an NES tennis game, and we bought that. Through the same method that we bought this game, which was convincing our parents, like, oh yeah, you guys play tennis? Like, this game is for you, it's not even for us. I mean, they knew what was going on, but it was like a joke. How come I keep faulting? I'm just pressing the B button like my dude. There we go. That was a good hit. Nice job, Robbie. Chris Everett. Yes, thank you. Did you play that game, Mike? I still got that game in my collection. Game, set, match. Okay. Mike, you're like full of answers today, bro. Thank you. All right, see you later, Jason. You're probably already gone. Have I played any other Blizzard games other than Overwatch? I've played quite a bit of StarCraft. I'm not on the level that Brian is. Brian is incredible at StarCraft, and he's also played a ton of Diablo and what's that other game? Warcraft. Days Before Christmas. Oh, I've never heard of that. See, the thing is, it's like I claim Super Nintendo's my favorite system, but I've actually not played that many of the games. It's just the games I have played I really like. Aaron is kicking my butt, dude. Oh! She got me. What? How's that out? I played NBA 2K, the first one. NBA 2K, not 2K16. I played NBA 2K for the Sega Dreamcast. I play NBA Jam for the Super Nintendo. I don't play any basketball games now anymore. I think the last like 2K type of game I played was maybe 2K1. NBA 2K1 for Dreamcast. I used to have 2K. Why am I faulting? Like, what's going on here? Okay, there we go. Rob, you know, you're letting me down here. I thought we were brothers. I thought we shared a common name. Oh, kill it! Rob! How come you don't got no hops, man? Okay, let's fast forward through this. Am I still in camera? Doesn't matter. Oh wow, being on the bottom screen is really a disadvantage. Can't see anything. Mike, have you played this game or something? You know, not only do you know like all the info that I need to know, but you know specific strategies for this game. Okay, after I beat Aaron, I'm gonna play F-Zero, so you guys can see a game I'm really good at. Ah, damn it! Okay, serve close to center. There we go. Oh yeah, try to hit that, Aaron. What? Okay, here we go, here we go. Oh, good hit, Rob. Oh, what? What? Okay, here we go, here we go. All right, good serve. That's a good start to the rally. All right. Good job, Rob. Oh, yeah, that's a good one. Ah, damn it. Match point. Okay. We're in trouble now. I'm smelling a double fault here. Damn it. I knew it. Oh, my God. Who's my favorite YouTuber? Casey Neistat, no question. Casey Neistat makes videos so good. Sometimes I'm like, why am I even bothering? Like he's already perfected it. Okay, F-Zero. Here we go. I don't actually think that actually. The why am I bothering part, but I do think he makes amazingly good videos. And the dude is a force of nature. Like, the stuff he does, and he's relentless. He never is not working on something. Like, I don't understand, and he runs like 8 miles a day, and it's unbelievable. Like, some days I do nothing. And I don't know how much that's reflected in the vlog, but some days, like, at the end of the day, I'm like, oh crap, I gotta film something. All I've done is sat here. Like, some days, like, I'm actually working, and it's just, I'm just doing that all day. So at the end of the day, I'm like, oh crap, how am I going to vlog this? And then other days, I'm literally doing nothing. And I'm like, how am I going to vlog this? I don't really like either type of those days, actually. I much prefer days where I'm like, I'm going to try something new today. So I really like traveling, is going to new places. But it's weird, there's a strange thing in life, like, it's all about that momentum, right? So like, when you're sitting inside, and you're like, okay, so let's use the example of just sitting inside doing nothing. So on those days when you're just being really lazy and you're like, I'm not really enjoying what I'm doing. Like for me, it's usually just playing on Twitter. I read my Twitter feed, then I go to NeoGAF and I see what's posted on NeoGAF. Then I go to my YouTube feed and I see if anybody's posted new videos. And like, I'm really just not doing much. But there's a momentum in that, and it's really hard to break out of it, even if you're not enjoying it. But in the same way, once you start doing something, like, so if you get up and start walking around outside and then like, I don't know, get into whatever, that momentum will gradually shift to that new activity. So I think the hardest part in like, I don't want to say like making good use of your time, because like whatever you're doing, it's like as long as you're enjoying it, it's good use of your time. But like the hardest part in like aspiring to be the person you want to be is to shift from activity to activity, because there's that momentum for whatever it is you're doing at the moment to whatever it is you want to be doing. Oh, mama. Oh, mama. Ah, my leg itches. Ah. Oh, crap. Whew. Felt like a bug was crawling on my leg or something. Okay. Oh. Yeah, the hardest part is getting started. Exactly. That's what I was basically trying to say. It was like, it's also like it's hard to get over the negative thinking you have about whatever it is you're doing. It's like, oh, this is gonna be dumb. Why am I even doing this? Or like, when you get started and it's not like, you don't feel super inspired and it's not like going super well, and then you're like, well, this isn't even fun to do. Why am I bothering to do this? But it's always worth it. Like, you just gotta fight through those times. If you can fight through the naysayer portion, where you're just like, oh, this is like not worth it or whatever. Even if you don't make something amazing, you still made something, and that part feels really good. You're like, I did this, man. Even though it sucks, I did it. Like, for Adventure Archives, man, it's like, when I look at the first few episodes, how proud we were of those, and now I look at them, I'm like, man, they're so bad. I can't wait for the day that I look at the stuff we're doing now and say, man, this is so bad. Because right now I look at it, I'm like, oh, it's really good. I like this and I enjoy this. But I'm always looking for ways to improve it. And the improvement is inevitable. That's like the weirdest thing. It's like if you keep practicing something and keep doing it, the improvement just will come, whether you want it to or not. Which is actually a beautiful thing. It's just you have to not lose heart. But then you also have to decide what are things worth doing without losing heart. Because I'll tell you one thing, like, you guys know that my mom and I, we ran the Zumba studio for a while. Just like, when I decided to stop doing it, it's just like, this is not worth it anymore. Like, my heart isn't into this. Like, the struggle is not... First of all, the struggle wasn't producing any results. But also, I wasn't struggling very hard, in the sense that I wasn't doing the things that I needed to do to really make it a success, but I also didn't want to. Like, I didn't want to do it anymore. And that's when I reevaluated and was like, no, it's like, there's some things that are worth really struggling for, and I'm willing to struggle for a long time. But that was not one of the things. Especially since my favorite part about the studio was teaching classes. If I don't have the studio, I can teach classes at other places and actually get paid for it. Sometimes bad equals raw and raw equals better. I don't know what in reference that is to what, or what that is referring to in what I just said. I can't remember what I was talking about. T-Fan says I miss Willie. Or we miss Willie. I miss Willie too. It's too bad, man. Gotta find a way for him to. Gotta find a way to entice him to come back. Like get a bird feeder in our backyard. Oh, this is one of my favorite songs ever. Let's turn this up a little bit. Like, this is one of my favorite songs, period. Not just video game music. I'll listen to it, though. It's so epic, man. Let's turn that down just a little bit. Have I thought of adding closed captions to AA videos? Great question. I actually have started closed captions on the Smokies and Yosemite videos. I used to do subtitles for a living. I don't know if you knew that. But it takes a really long time, and I haven't dedicated enough time. So the Smokies is almost halfway, and the Yosemite is almost halfway. Maybe they're not that far. But yes, I want to add closed captions to the videos. That is a great reminder that I should get back on that. If you don't mind my asking, how come you said that? Do you know somebody who would like closed captions? Because I can be persuaded to work on that sooner rather than later. All it takes is, as we've been talking about tonight, commitment and dedication and persistence. Although, subtitling is not my favorite thing, I am really good at it, so I can get that done. And by really good at it, I mean I just have a lot of experience with it. I'm not like the most accurate. I'm pretty fast though. And I'm very familiar with the program that I use too. So. Speaking of subtitling though, my old boss, he is like, if there was ever a person born to work in localization and to be very detail-oriented, it was him. This guy is just like a machine when it comes to like grammar and punctuation and like why you should word something like this, and I'm very happy that he found that job. I'm very happy that I'm not doing that job anymore. Oh my god. Like, man, I remember when I was working at that job. That was my New York job. It was a 10 to 6, so I worked from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. every day. And then there was about 45 minutes of travel time one way, so an hour and a half of travel time per day. And man, I would get so bored during work. I would go to like the same 5 websites over and over and over. I'd go to Kotaku, NeoGAF, and I think at the time I went to failblog.org. Like, that was before Reddit was a thing, and before YouTube had really taken off. I will see you later, Mike, if you're still here. Oh, sometimes bad equals raw, raw equals better is referring to the Adventure Archives episodes. Yes, that can be true, but in Adventure Archive's case, I don't think that's the case. Although we have said there has been at least one commenter before who said he liked the old episodes better. But that was when we released Shenandoah, which I don't know if you guys know this, but Shenandoah is like one of our worst episodes. And the reason is because we were supposed to be going with Black Owl Outdoors. So like the whole point of the episode was to have them in it, and that was going to be the majority of what was interesting. But instead, because we had a kind of short route planned, so instead we went on this short route, and we were already disappointed that they weren't going because they canceled like the day before. So we didn't really have I mean, we had our hearts into it, but like we didn't really have anything prepared for what we wanted to do, or like cool cooking stuff we wanted to do, or anything like that. So consequently, the actual content of the episode is kind of boring. Like there's a scene where there's a portion in the middle where we're sitting at the little fire campsite on the trail for like 15 minutes. The episode was only 45 minutes long, which is shorter than a normal episode. And we were sitting in one spot for 15 minutes. Like, that is not entertaining viewing. But it was kind of like we didn't have much else to like put in the episode, so we didn't know what else to do. Where was I going with that? Oh yeah, and it rained. And that rain, like whenever it rains, man, it's like, take whatever energy you have and then multiply it by 0.5. And that's roughly your energy level when it's raining. But yeah, so the commenter said that they thought the old episodes were better than that episode. And I was like, or actually they said the old episodes were better before Patreon. And I was like, man, you know, I totally could see why you would think that after seeing Shenandoah, but I promise you, we've worked a million times harder on any episode post-Patreon. Shenandoah just was not my favorite. Although it's still an entertaining enough episode. Just like, compared to the other ones, I don't like it as much. What's the one that you guys haven't... Oh, if you're not a Patreon person, you probably haven't seen Allegheny yet, but that's coming out in, I think really soon. Like next Tuesday or something. But it's coming out on September 1st, but that is a great episode. Lots of really cool stuff happens in that. Kind of serendipitously, too. Smokies and Red River. Yeah, man, I love Smokies and Red River Gorge is like, for a long time, that was what we considered our favorite episode. I think now my favorite episode is Yellowstone. I've watched the ending of Yellowstone, like, for some reason, just the ending itself, I love that scene so much. I really like the song I did for that too, though. I think that's part of it. Like, I don't know if I've talked about it before. I have talked about this before, is that I think you have to be your #1 fan in whatever you do. But man, like, making your own music and then listening to it, like, I almost feel like everybody should learn how to make some music just to experience what it's like to write a song and then listen to it over and over again. It's such a great feeling. Like, and I don't even know if it's if the song is good or not. Like, I think to other people, there's plenty of people who like it, but you will never like a song as much as a song that you've created. Like, I like a lot of songs, but the songs that I've created myself, the feeling I get from those is totally different from other music. Oh, dude, this is a thought I had the other day. You know how, like, a lot of musicians are, so like Mozart and Beethoven and stuff, they're hailed as some of the best musicians of all time, and like their compositions are hailed as like the best ever. I was thinking about that, and for me, their music doesn't really do it for me. And I was kind of thinking about, why are they hailed as like some of the best of all time? And I think part of the reason is that when they were making music, there was no recordings available. So whenever you heard one of their songs, it was a performance. So you might hear that song once in your entire life. And so from there, their music just became mythical because, and by the way, this is all total conjecture. I have no idea if this is true or not. But at that point, their music becomes like mythical because they hear this amazing piece of music, or just at least very good piece of music, but they only hear it once. So you never hear that song again. You can't listen to it whenever you want to. And then, so you just talk about it forever, and then that legacy kind of lives on. That legacy lives on whether the original piece of music was objectively amazing or not. That just a random thought I had. Because I was thinking about like some of my favorite songs, like a lot of video game music. Like, a lot of it is tied into nostalgia for sure. But a lot of it, I think, is that some of these songs, like the song that we're listening to right now, this level is very hard to get to as a kid, or was very hard to get to as a kid. So I'd only get there like every now and then. So I would hear this song like maybe 5 times, but it sounded so amazing, and I could only listen to it when I got to the part in the game. So that rareness to the music also increased the, what's the word I'm looking for, like the cachet, you know, like it's like a mythical song. It's like, oh, have you ever heard Firefield? It's like, oh man, it's amazing. I've only heard it like twice in my life, but it's so good. There was a song like that in Final Fantasy VI. It was the scene, the song is called Forever Rachel. And it's in the scene where one of the characters, Locke, it's like a flashback or something, or no, I don't think it's a flashback, but anyways, like his girlfriend or wife or lover or whatever, she's like frozen in time, like Sleeping Beauty style, and he goes to see her, and this song plays while he's like seeing her, and it's just such a great melody, and it only plays like, ooh, it's bad. I died. It only plays on like one scene of the song, the game. So I only heard it like once, and I just forever talked about it. It's like, oh man, this is like this awesome song. Anyways. Okay, oh, hold on. Oh, now. Oh, now. Oh, now. Okay, I will be back at Red River in October, and I love that place. Red River Gorge is amazing. Crazy place. I love your Dune Climb song. Thank you. That is I based that song. I didn't base that song off anything, but it's a very Kingdom Hearts-esque song. Yellowstone is also my favorite, and just got a soundtrack for the next film. Thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed the music. Robbie got my password today. When you want to camp, man? That is a good question. So we're doing Algonquin at the beginning of September, and then I've got some work either the 3rd week of September or the 4th week, so maybe October. But anyways, for those of you who don't know, Scrambled O is in the chat. We want to do an episode with him, so I don't know when we're going to do that, but at some point. I think older video game music is really impressive when you take into account the limitations they had when creating. Agreed completely. And also, you know what's really amazing is that a lot of the music, they have to create the sounds as well. Like the Super Nintendo, they use samples, so every song, like every sound that you're hearing is like a sample that the sound chip somehow recreates. I don't know how to explain it, but I'm not sure I understand it either. But like the Game Boy or the NES, a lot of that music is they have like a synthesizer built into the system, and a lot of it's like there's a lot of programming involved. You have to use like adjust the numbers to change the sounds and stuff. But I'm sure you guys have heard this before, or maybe you haven't, but having limitations really improves creativity. And oftentimes it helps you make something. Because when you have like a limitless, when there's no limit to what you can do, it's really hard to get started, for one thing. But for another thing, it's like, you have no idea what you're gonna make. and it's really hard to narrow it down. So for example, like, let's see. Well, I guess the perfect example is just a game like this, where you have very specific limitations. It's like, you have this amount of colors you can use. You have this amount of sprites that you can show on screen at once. All these different things. And you've only got so much to work with. So you have to be really creative in how you design everything. Like even like the little green car that I'm driving. Like you don't have infinite fidelity to represent that car on the screen. But you do have that now. Like in video games nowadays, it's like the sky is literally the limit. But lots of times then you I don't know where I was going with that. What was I trying to say? Well, just suffice it to say, like Mario, for instance, right? He's however many pixels high. So, like, the reason he has a mustache, I can't remember what the reason. There's a reason he has a mustache, and it has something to do with the graphical limitations, to where they wanted to make it look like a person, and somehow the mustache helped with that. I think that's what it was. But I don't know, but it just offers a lot of creativity, because you can... Just working within limits is kind of nice, sometimes. Like, sometimes it can stifle creativity, because it's just... You need more. But then other times, you can do really cool stuff. Or like video game music, for instance. The melody really shines in video game music, because you can't hide it. It's like, it's very obvious what the melody is. Or you can't really do ambient music, you know? You just have like some strings droning on. Okay, I'm gonna beat this. Okay, this is the last lap, right? Yeah, we got this. I never understood what that pink stuff on the ground does. Alright, here we go, here we go. Oh, this is one of my favorite songs right here. Here it comes. Inspect My Gadget 69 says vagina boob. I'm not sure what the point of that is, but vagina boob indeed. Okay. Okay. I think after beating F-Zero, I think it's just about time to wrap this up. Does anyone have any final questions and or thoughts before we end the stream tonight? I will pull up Donkey Kong Country. That is a classic. We're going to close out with Donkey Kong Country. And for those of you curious, I'm eating this can of coconut milk. When you don't eat sugar anymore, it's like you try to find anything that's even a little bit sweet. If you're addicted to sugar, which I certainly am. This game has great music. Oh, man. You know what's funny is I haven't danced much on the vlog. I love dancing. I should show you guys that more often. Oh, oh, hey now. Missed. Crap. Oh, crap. Oh yeah, I knew there was. Yeah, okay, here we go, here we go. Ah, I missed. Damn it. Ah, Surge, you missed, or Surge P. Surgip. You missed earlier. I guess I didn't talk about it that much, but yes, I'm very excited about that thing. Even though I'm not a huge NES fan, I will definitely be getting it. And it looks really cool. I think that's probably why I'm most excited, is it just looks really awesome. If they made a Super Nintendo one of those, oh, be on it in 2 seconds, man. Ooh. Oh, good old Rambi. That music, oh my god. So I got this game on launch day at Best Buy. What an exciting time that was. That's the end of my story. It had green box art though. That was really cool. Not so much with the dancing. Hey man, dancing is like the funnest thing ever. Oh man, you know, that's the one problem with having an iPhone, is that you don't get emulators. I mean, there's plenty of problems with having an iPhone, but that is one of the problems. Has it made a large difference in the sense and feel of your general well-being? Yes, but it's like, it's weird because I got mono in 2012, and I felt terrible all the time. And since I stopped eating sugar after that, it has helped tremendously. But there were times when I was younger when I would eat sugar all the time and I'd still feel great. So it's not so much that it has improved my sense of well-being, it just got me back to where I used to be. So, I don't know. But I do know that whenever I eat anything with sugar now, I usually don't feel that good. And just the big thing with sugar is that it's like, there's no reason to eat it. It doesn't do anything for you. Other than the taste, there's literally no... Hold on, can we do this? Is it cropping? That does not look right. Get to screen, there we go. Oh, yeah, there's literally no reason to eat sugar other than taste, because it has no nutritional value. And even for energy, there's better things you can eat. There's like, I don't know, eat a potato or something. Although potato is supposedly really bad for your blood sugar too. I don't know. Okay, I think I'm going to end today's stream right here. Thank you for tuning in, everybody who's still here. I'll just read some. Brandon Keck, David Colley, Serge P, Scrambled O, Spect My Gadget 69, Maruha. I think it's Maruha, right? Or is it Maruya? I don't know. You've told me before, but I forgot what the pronunciation is. I apologize. Taro X1234, Hiker 78, Jonathan Hamilton, J Ng, Schlarg Noise, Mike Trong. He's already gone. Okay. You don't need to see my dancing? Well, I think you're correct in that. You do not need to see that. Okay, thank you guys for watching. I might do this again soon, just for the fun of it. If you guys have ideas, let me know on YouTube, Facebook. Yeah, YouTube or Facebook. Oh, also, something. I've got these shirts, so if you guys want these, just let me know that you want them so I can get rid of them. Okay, thank you for watching. I will see you guys tomorrow on the vlog. Okay, how do I stop sharing?